or he sucks on the mat, okay, no one really gives a shit how good you are in practice. I mean, and why should they? Who cares how good you did today in your underhook situation in Pataskala? Okay, great. Okay, but you got to be good when it matters. And the only way that you can be good when it matters and thinking that you can just turn it up in this sport, I'm not speaking for other sports, football, basketball, baseball, all those other sports. I'm not speaking. I'm just speaking for wrestling. You can't just say, all right, I'll be ready. I'm going to turn it up in sectionals. There's no turning it up. You got to turn it up all the time. Every day is a big day. Every match is a big match. And so the off season to me is about developing physically, especially at the high school age. Develop physically. Don't do anything to keep yourself from growing and becoming more physically mature. So don't cut weight in the off season. All right. Don't do any of that stuff. Just develop physically and learn and develop a wrestling IQ. Learn how to compete. Okay, because I see a lot of guys. You got all these options out there. You've got open mats. Okay. You've got wrestling camps. You've got strength and conditioning. You've got running on your own. You've got competing. Okay, and wrestling in lots of tournaments. And in my opinion, what I see guys do, all right, most guys, is they see this menu of things that they can do to make themselves feel like they're getting better. Because I know you all want to get better. You wouldn't lift with Dustin or you wouldn't have been into practice today. So I'm not cutting on you at all. I know you want to get better. But here's what people do in general. And I've been guilty of it at times in my career. As recent as, I've been training pretty perfect here for about the past 12 months, okay? But even as much as 16, 18 months ago, I was doing all the right things. So everyone has the problem. But you have these 5 or 6 different aspects of wrestling that can make you better. And you think it's a menu. Like, oh, I'll take some strength training this week. And I'll hold on to competing, please. And I'll do some running this week. And some open mat. Hold on to lifting, okay? And what you've got to do, in reality, is you got to try to do it all. But you can't, because you want to have fun. You want to enjoy your life. You have school, so I can't expect you guys to live yourselves like a professional athlete, because you're not. Okay, you've got other things going on, school being the biggest thing. So, in my opinion, in the off season, instead of trying to burn the candle at both ends and train like a freak 12 months out of the year, okay, because I think that's a little bit unrealistic, I shouldn't expect that from you, is you should take the 2 most important things on the menu. And I'm telling you right now, it's strength training and competing. Now, if you want to do more, I would work on some skill development. If you want to do more, I'd sign up for 2 or 3 of the best camps in the country. If you want to do more, I'd go to open mats with your buddies and just get more familiar with mat time, going live, team camaraderie, all those things. Okay? But if you just want to get better and you want to know the 2 or 3 things that will help you the most in the off season, it's strength training and competing. There were times when I was 16, 17 years old and the season would end and I'm burnt out, man. I mean, I love wrestling, but everyone needs a break, right? And I'm burnt out. Oh, gosh. There were times where my dad would just say, well, then let's just go to the tournament. Literally, I wouldn't work out the whole week. Nothing. Just go wake up Saturday morning and go to a tournament. All right, now then there was weeks where I work out every day. Okay? But I was managing my mind, managing my body, but I never stopped competing. And when I think about the things that have got me, the things that I want in my wrestling career, I've been fortunate enough to win NCAA titles, travel the world. I've also failed miserably too. I mean, try putting your life into something and losing in the 3rd match in the Olympic trials. I mean, that's not fun. So I've been to the peaks, been to the valleys of the sport, and when I look back on the things that really took me over the top, one of them was just competing so many times that it was like old hat to me. And I'd be standing across from a guy in the NCAA quarterfinals and the state finals, and he's shitting his pants. It's not good, and I would beat him by 12, and not because I was 12 points better than him, but because this was comfortable with me. I've been on the mat. I've wrestled thousands of matches in my life, and so number 2,346 is really no different. Might be 18,000 people in the stands, might be 75 photographers match side, there might be on ESPN, but it's just another match. And you start to feel that way. And then when you're out there on the mat, everything slows down. You have a great wrestling IQ. You're making smart decisions within a half of a second. You can't tell me that you're going to be able to do that by just lifting weights and wait until November. Or just going to wrestling camps all summer Okay, and not wrestling someone when you have a singlet on and there's a ref and there's people in the stands and there's a bout sheet and you have to report to the head table. Okay, you got to shake the guy's hand. Okay, all those things add up to give you that feel. You guys know, how many matches do you wrestle in practice every day in the heart of the season? 6, 7 sometimes, right? How sore are you the next day? Not very. Wrestle 3 matches in a tournament, how sore are you? So you can't even hold your head up because it's different. Because you're exerting energy, he's exerting energy on you. Competing is different. And that's probably the greatest example. Because I'll wrestle 6 matches tomorrow. Okay, and I'll be able to do the same thing on Friday. I wrestle 6 matches at the Olympic Trials on April 21st. I won't be doing anything for a week. Because it's just different. And you've got to get yourself in that environment as many times as you can. So that's why, and strength training is just the age that you're at. You guys cannot limit yourselves physically. I mean, you're at the age where you're developing your core strength for the rest of your life right now. You know, right now you're making yourself the type of man you'll be strength-wise in 6 or 7 years. It sounds silly, but it's the truth. I mean, I can only get so much stronger now because I'm 30. You know, but the base, the foundation of my physical capabilities come from all the training that I did from age 14 to 19. You know, and so you can't replace that either. I mean, you can't turn back the clock and do it over. So you gotta make sure that you're doing that. Now, for those of you guys that are supremely dedicated, because it's not the only, those are the 2 most important things for me in the off season, but it wasn't the only thing that I did. I also did the Sunday Night Wrestling Club with Miran Karchalava. I also did Kenny Ramsey's Freestyle Wrestling Club. I went to Coach Simpson's thing every once in a while. I went to 4 or 5 wrestling camps. I traveled all over the country, but I was fanatical. I was crazy, and it was the only thing that I cared about, almost in an unhealthy way, and that's what I chose to do. I'm not telling you guys to do that, but if you want to be better, take those top 2 things, because when I look back, and those are the advice that I give to kids, because I'm not going to make a kid think that he needs to do what I did to be great. Okay, you want to make it to the state tournament next year? Compete a lot and lift a lot. Don't worry.